Isaiah 53, and I'm gonna start at the top. Because this is people like I want to say Muslims. I've actually seen it in comment boards before. They try to argue that the Son of God was not spoken of in the Old Testament, so therefore the New Testament is invalid. We're reading all these in the Old Testament. We read Micah, we're reading the book of Isaiah, and it reads in Isaiah 53, verse 1, "Who hath believed our report? And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant." And mind you, this is all speaking of who this world would call Jesus. "And as a root out of a dry ground, he hath no form, no comeliness." So Yahawashi wasn't known to be the most handsome man on the earth. He was of no reputation, you know. It says, "And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him." So we couldn't be carnal. Wow, he's just so handsome. He's so cool to be around. No, he wasn't that guy. "He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief." He went through the worst of the worst conditions. "And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised and we esteemed him not." Yes, because overall, as the nation of Israel, the vast majority of our people did not accept him. You know, beginning with the southern kingdom, because that's who Yahawashi dealt with first when he showed up. It says, "Surely we had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did not esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed." So with all our wrongdoings, Yahawashi took our ass whooping. You know, of course, on this side, we're still going to experience grief, sorrows, and pain, suffering, but it's because he already did it. He took on the majority of our punishment. You know, to the point where some of us don't have to actually die again. You know, we don't have to be on this side having to die again. You know, that's because Yahweh allowed Yahawashi to take on that responsibility of what, you know, we would have been suffering with. You know, like the scriptures go into sin, the wages of sin is death, so we don't have to suffer death, you know, as a whole anymore. The elect of Israel, you know, part of them are going to not have to see death. You see, but some of them will have to be the first risen with the return of our Messiah. But we can continue on.
Come. "And his resurrection," which is going to be in Psalm 16 and 10.
And the last one with this, "And the resurrection of Yahawashi, spoken of in Psalm 16, verse 10. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell," and the hell is just the grave, "neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption." And here's the NLT. "For you will not leave my soul among the dead, or allow your Holy One to rot in the grave." The Holy One was Yahawashi. Verse 11, "You will show me," in the NLT, "the way of life, granting me the joy of your presence and the pleasures of living with you forever." And this is still a prophecy that's going to be fulfilled. We have a footnote. It says, Greek version reads, "You have shown me the way of life, and I,"